Okay, it's on.
Oh.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jenna Roselle,
I'm Giovanna Scrimo.
and today we're going to be talking about American Horror Story, more specifically the new season that just came out. Just the first episode, though. We didn't see the second one yet. We're waiting to do that. Also, normally, if you remember from last semester, usually Lisette is here. Giovanna is our guest speaker for the day, since Lisette couldn't be here, since she's leaving us all the time. Anyway, back to American Horror Story. What were your thoughts on the first episode?
I don't know. It was a lot, I think, for a first episode, which is good. But it's just, I really appreciate how every season is so different from last season, but the same characters. It really, I don't know. It's it for me. I'm not sure what I'm going to think about this season, though. It's just, I don't know. What do you feel?
It's definitely still really early to tell if it's going to be one of those iconic seasons like the first three were. Those were definitely the best.
First three were the best seasons, hands down. The first was the ultimate best season.
Oh, that was eye contact. She did not look away. Yeah. She didn't. She looked right in here and just
with her whole chest.
Kept walking. I need to stop hitting this also. Am I on the wire? Nope.
No.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, the first episode was a lot. There's it's 80s themed. Also, don't watch this podcast if you haven't seen the first.
Yes.
If you haven't seen the season and you're planning on seeing it. Yeah, don't, because we're going to talk about it if that wasn't clear.
Yes.
Yeah, the first episode was a lot. I watched it and I got so scared that when I got back to my dorm room and there was nobody in there, I actually waited for one of our roommates to get back. And I just sat in the common room until someone was back. I was like, I'm not getting murdered.
Yes, it's definitely just one of those, you watch it and you think you're going to immediately be killed afterwards because it's just any creak, any door, you're like, nope. Yeah, I, for one, was so shocked that if anyone's seen Glee, Mr. Schuester is in this season.
Mr. Schu is in American Horror Story with an awful mustache.
So bad.
So bad. It took me so long to figure out who that was.
Me too. I saw the minute I texted Jenna, I was like, real quick, is that Mr. Schuester?
She was like, have you seen Glee? I was like now or? Yeah, he looks so bad with that mustache.
Yeah, it's really not it for him. And he's always been a crush, he's it. But with the mustache, it's
absolutely not.
It's not.
No way. Who's your favorite character in this season so far?
I don't know her name in this season, but she was Mallory last season. The
is she
the one with
the edgy one?
Yes,
same. Okay.
Aerobics instructor. Yes. Yeah. She's always my favorite though. She's just
really
amazing. Yes, last season too, she was so good.
I didn't really watch the last season. I tried. No, I did. I watched I think every episode except for the last episode.
Oh my gosh, what?
Of what was that one called?
Apocalypse.
Yes, Apocalypse. Yes. I still have not seen that last episode, which I should do, honestly.
It's a real head turner.
Yeah, there was such a big cliffhanger, and I just didn't.
And you just did not look into it.
Yeah, that's gosh. Anyway, yeah, I agree. Totally favorite character, but normally I lean more towards Emma Roberts because she always plays that queen mean character that she's just so great.
There's a lot of controversy over Sarah Paulson. I don't know if she's gonna be in the season. She has not. I don't think she is, but
I have no clue.
She is always my favorite. She's so good, but there's a lot of people who think she's too whiny in most seasons and crybaby-ish, so they're not a fan. But I think she's fantastic.
I think it's part of her charm.
Me too.
It's part of the character that she brings.
She's just and Evan Peters.
Iconic. Oh my gosh.
He's
Evan Peters.
So good.
Yeah.
And you know what? I did not like Freak Show, but Evan Peters in Freak Show really did it for me.
No, I couldn't do Freak Show. I tried to watch it and it got so gory and bloody.
It just they could have done a lot more with that season. I feel it was. And the clown thing I
watched up until what was his name? Twisty? Did I make that up?
Twisty.
It was Twisty. I watched until Twisty died, and then I was like,
it was kind of sad, his story, honestly.
Yeah, because then I was like, why?
And then when that season came out, there was a whole clown epidemic of clowns running around. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And
that was
scaring people.
Terrifying.
So it was just a whole thing.
Like, I don't have a fear of clowns, but if I were to encounter like a scary looking
Like a-
clown in person,
Yes, but not because I don't like clowns. Just
no, yeah, I don't have
because
a thing against clowns. I don't have
they're-
like a
yeah.
fear or like anything like that. Like, I know people that have like they can't see any form of clown, like the McDonald's clown, done.
the Mc-
like any form of a clown, but I don't.
Uh,
I don't know. Like, I don't have a fear of them, but after watching that, like if I ever see a clown
Yeah.
in person, I'm running
and
the other
then
way.
in Cult, did you see Cult? The season with the election.
No, I did not.
You
I tried to
didn't?
watch it, and I
Well,
just didn't.
Twisty makes a reappearance there.
No way.
Which throws that whole season was the most confusing season because they have so many back and forths with like flashbacks, but they don't tell you when they're going back. It just happens, so you don't know what's happening. It makes no sense. It's like, almost like time traveling, especially with Twisty because he goes from like what is the 50s to modern day back and forth. It's a lot.
Yeah, I did hear that about that season though. That it was so much.
Yeah.
Which was your favorite season though?
Oof. First season will always be the most superior season to me.
Yes.
It was so good. And then Asylum is like a close second.
okay.
Those two. And then I think Coven was like the third best. And then from then on, it just wasn't
It wasn't the same.
the same.
Yeah.
Hotel, I think, was probably the worst season. It was so hard to get through.
I did watch it. I was just expecting so much more of like Lady Gaga. Like I
Me
remember the
too.
hype of Lady Gaga being on there, and then she wasn't on it for so long. And then anytime she did make an appearance, it was like really slow to begin with.
Yeah.
So it was just like I was just
Hotel
my
took
expectations
me-
were so high.
Yeah. Hotel took me so long to get through. And then I ended up stopping. And then months later, I was like, you know what? I have to finish it. I have to be true to my show. But it was really hard. But yeah, Murder House, best
Definitely
season,
the best season.
so fantastic. If you don't watch American Horror Story, you should, and start with the first season because it's great, so good. And then a lot of people that I know though fall off after Coven. They're like,
Yeah, usually I did
Because-
it first too. It took me a while to pick everything back
yeah,
up. But yeah, I pretty much agree. But like, I think Murder House, then Coven, and then Asylum. Like,
Wow.
I really liked Asylum, but like, I'm aware that it's a horror show, but it wasn't like there's horror and like scary and like a plot, and then there's horror like just lots of
a plot.
blood and like because
Yeah.
Asylum was seriously like there was so much like
It was so
stabbing
gory.
and blood,
Yes.
and it
And
was a
then with
lot.
the doctor, and he would like that girl he mutilated. Do you remember that? That was so.
I don't remember. I don't remember this at all.
He was like the Nazi doctor.
oh
Yeah, and he like it was so like ugh.
yeah.
It was really gory. Asylum was like the scariest to me. I didn't appreciate that, but it was like I thought the story was good, so I was like, but yeah,
It was, like it was good. It had like a really good story to it and everything. I remember that, but I
Yes.
just remember being so like grossed out. Like I just couldn't like look at the screen for a lot of it because I
Yeah,
was so
no, I
freaked
get that.
out.
but Murder House and Coven so good. So then I really appreciated Apocalypse taking those two seasons
Yeah.
and bringing them back into it because like to tie the story together even more like that was really
It was crazy.
top notch.
It was. I really did like Apocalypse. Like the only reason I didn't finish it was just because I was watching it really late. Like as we were finishing the, someone just came running past the window. That took my attention right away. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, okay. I did watch Apocalypse, but I was watching it like after it had already aired while we were like our last few weeks that we were at school. So then after we moved out, like I didn't watch the last episode, and then I just didn't get around to it because I was watching it like with somebody here. And so then I just didn't want
Yeah.
to like watch it alone.
I get
Yeah.
that. And also because I watch a lot, me and Lisette have a lot of shows that we watch specifically together, and it takes us forever to get through them because we're not allowed to watch them apart. So I understand that. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
I mean, I
You
can't
know?
even judge you for that because we're in the middle of watching Jane right now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Me and Jenna have not
And we're
finished Jane. It's taken us so long.
So long. Since the day we like
Got back.
moved in. Yeah, it's been almost a month.
We watch maybe like 2 episodes, like a day
At a
if we're
time.
watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, and then the in betweens of watching the episode takes us so like it's such a big gap.
Yeah, that's
And-
really what it is. But that show's also really good.
Oh my god, Jane is so good.
You know what's really good though? That what is it? The producers of American Horror Story that did Scream Queens.
Oh, I started watching that and never finished it. Do you
So
watch that?
good.
Would you recommend?
Okay, I watched it like as a joke at first because I remember watching it when it came out because I remember the whole like Ariana Grande was in it and I was like, I have to see it now. And then she got like, did you see it already? Or can I?
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, well she got killed off in the first episode and I was like, well, the whole reason I'm watching this is for Ariana Grande.
Did I not even finish the first episode? I'm like,
The first episode she gets killed off, but it's like the whole show is like a joke. Like they wrote the script to be like cringy, like funny. So like she wakes up from dying and like types a tweet like OMG, I'm dying, and then tweets it and then dies again. Which is like, you
we
know,
love to see it.
yeah. But the whole show is pretty much like that. Like it's a
Was
joke.
Nick Jonas in that?
He was in the whole season.
Was he
He was
really?
in the whole season, yes.
Hmm.
I think he was actually the killer of the first season.
Oh, get
Yeah.
out.
I can't remember entirely, but I think he was. But oh,
That's interesting.
that was yeah. I remember someone at Iona last year that I had like just become friends with was coming like in and out, like getting to know each other, and she saw that I was watching Scream Queens. And she was like, "Are you serious? Like, are you actually watching this show? Like, it's so bad." And I was like, "It's so good."
It's so good.
And then the more time she would spend like watching it, she actually started genuinely watching it.
it's like a bad car accident. You can't look away. You just have to keep with it.
It was so good. I love Scream Queens.
Yeah.
I watched the entire second season too. I was like, this is great because it's horror, but like not scary. I mean,
But,
I was
like,
still a little scared because I can't handle anything
Almost
scary.
like was it like a parody kind
yeah,
of. Yeah,
totally. It's like a joke horror movie.
similar
kind of
to
thing.
Jane being a joke
Yes,
novella.
exactly,
Mm.
just like that. And it's so good though. Totally recommend it if you hate, if you love bad shows that are accidentally good. You know?
It was meant to be bad. And then
Yes, and
they
then it was
couldn't do
really
it.
good.
Uh,
10 out of 10 would recommend.
would recommend that. Have you watched Scream?
No.
On Netflix this season. You know who's in the first episode? Bella Thorne. So naturally, you have to watch it
Yeah. Oh boy.
because her acting also top notch.
Totally.
uh,
Okay, I think that's all for today. Make sure to tune in on Fridays at 2:00 to hear more. Giovanna will probably be back, honestly. I
Love
mean,
to
me and
see
Lisette
it.
are definitely going to drag her back here. But yeah, definitely tune in on Fridays at 2:00 to hear more when Lisette is back.
Yep.